Hey all, and this is the second video in a series of videos that's going to show you how to beat the Hylian Hero palaces. I created all of these. The aim of this video is to show you all the different strategies you can use for this level. So this is the second palace. This was created for a full game called Hylian Hero. There's 8 palaces in total. This one is moderately challenging in places, but overall, nothing too difficult. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the starting screen of the palace. The idea is to find the sword. There are a few secrets in this area. There's a couple of one-up mushrooms up here. And there's also, if I can find it, there we go, a random enemy in a block. That's on both sides. That doesn't really serve any purpose, it's just to go with the blue theme. So you enter this room here and the objective is to get the sword. Now the easiest way to do this is to just jump up to here, then grab the sword like so. If you want to get the coins in this room, then you need to jump a bit higher. Done like that, and then just repeat the process on the other side. Then once you have the sword, quite simply hit the power block and then throw a bomb at the ice block that's blocking the pipe. You can do this from either side. The music comes back on as well when you defeat the thwomp, so let's go in this pipe. Once you enter the pipe, you're in this dark area with the horror effect. So this is just simple platforming really. It's best to go fast, especially at this part. Use the shield to block the buzzy beetles, and just be careful. Now you can also get the coins in this section, however they are quite difficult to get. The easiest way to get the coins is to use the bow. Just beware of the icicle that falls down. Then repeat the process from this side. There we go. So when you get to this room, this is quite a simple puzzle. The recommended way to do this is to use an arrow on the on-off switch and then hit both the power blocks. There we go, done like so, and then go in the door. So there is actually something else you can do in this room. Firstly, if you hit the on-off switch with the sword, you get sort of stuck. So I don't recommend doing that. However, after you have taken out both the munchers, like so, you can actually hit the on-off switches on this side. It won't help you, however, if you do that, you can turn it all back off again. You can also blast through the ice over this side. You can also do the same with the ground, however, that makes the room quite dangerous and I don't recommend doing this. As you can see now, there's not much ground left. However, I did not put ice underneath the doors, otherwise if you did this, you would not be able to go in the doors. Okay. So for this section, it's just platforming again. Make sure you get the checkpoint. This section is best to go fast, especially to avoid the twisters and the cannons. So there are also some coins in this section. The easiest way to get those is again to use the bow. Find a section of the level that is relatively safe and then just fire an arrow up. The coin over here is pretty much forced, so you will get that one anyway unless you somehow jump through the icicles. Now onto this section, it's just basically jump across like so. Beware of the twisters though, they may throw your timing off, as you just saw from that. So try and jump on the cannons pretty much as soon as they fire down. So in order to get the coins for this room, you need to fire arrows. Either that or drop down and damage boost. Not recommended. The easiest method is to just fire the arrows. You can also jump across without the cannons, as I'm doing here. It's an alternative way for doing this room. Okay, so onto this room here. There are a few ways you can beat this room. The first method is to throw a bomb down like this and then jump up just as the bomb explodes, like so. The alternative method for this room is to fire an arrow just as you are jumping. Not so easy to pull off. You have to get the timing just right, so it's about there, and then just jump up like that. I think the bomb method is easier though. Onto the boss fight. Now you have cannons firing cannonballs at you throughout the entire fight. The easiest method is to use the shield like this to deflect them. You can also use your sword, but it's not quite as easy. Now you need to throw a bomb into one of the gaps. I will do this through the left gap. Then the bomb will go through like that and hit the spring. The idea is to get the bomb to hit the spring in such a way that it bounces over towards the boss like that, and then the boss will be defeated and all the cannons will disappear like so. Nice and easy. Now you have a choice of 2 doors. It doesn't really matter which one you go in. That leads to this room here and the second checkpoint. So for this section you just need to stay on the platform. Just be careful, try and keep up with the platform. Avoid everything that comes at you. Quite a few grinders. If you do drop down, you're just going to lose the link power up. You won't die though unless you stay down there. So this is the end boss. The cannons come at you much faster. Again, use your shield to deflect the cannons. Just beware there's a couple that come down in the middle of the screen as well. Same process as before. I will do this from the right hand side instead though. Throw a bomb to destroy the ice wall. And then throw another bomb to defeat the boss. So unlike the sub-boss, you actually need 3 bombs for this. So this should do it. There we go, perfect. That turns off all the cannons as it did in the sub-boss room. And that's it, that's the level completed. Now beware of that icicle. You don't want to die on that. There is another hidden 1-up mushroom like there was in the first level. If you want the top of the flagpole though, you need to jump pretty fast when entering this room. And that's the Ice Palace pretty much completed. Okay, and that marks the end of the video. I hope that was interesting. That was the second palace out of 8 palaces. These palaces get much harder later on. that one was still relatively easy. If you did enjoy this level, feel free to give it a try for yourself. It's in the description for this video, and at the start of the video you can see the ID as well. Also feel free to check out some of my other videos. They are on the screen right now. Subscribing to the channel is appreciated. Thank you to those that have already subscribed. And thanks for watching.